Hey guys, welcome back. Quick video here. I'm getting a lot of feedback on Discord and in my comments and stuff that some of the students are struggling in CS50. So just a quick tip to help you out. If you guys are just watching the lectures, that's not going to be enough to pass the class. Now, a lot of people sitting in front of a computer think that, hey, I'm just going to watch this lecture and then I'm going to go right into the code and I'm going to start coding it. You have to imagine that you're actually sitting in that lecture, and the biggest part of what you're doing, just like what I do to my codes, taking notes. If you're not going to take notes, expect to rewatch the lecture. What I recommend, you don't have to write them down. You're in front of a computer. You have the best resource tool in front of you to do it. I recommend doing something like this while you're in the class. You can open your own CS50 file with a cs50.c here, and anytime you see something that's useful to you, you can add that code in there and then put little notes to tell you what it does. It actually shows you what the code's going to look like in your code space, and you have the notes right next to it to know what you're doing. Now, you can actually make these notes for several different courses. You could go in here and you could make a new directory here. You could just add to folder, right? And if you want to add Mario Notes, right? Mario Notes.c. And you guys can go in there and you can put whatever notes you have while you're watching the lecture. So you want to put your code structure, right? You want to, or let's just do int height equals get int. And you want to put a note for what this does. You guys can put all of these codes in there, but the most important thing is that you guys are actually doing these codes. You want to have these available to you. You want to put things in there that you know are going to be valuable to you. You can see that I did a similar thing here on my CS50 notes here. I was taking notes while I was going. Otherwise, you're going to have to rewatch the lecture. You're going to have to do these things over and over. Now, if you were actually in that lecture, you wouldn't have the opportunity to rewatch it unless you watched it online. You would have the opportunity to talk to classmates and compare notes. You may not have that here. You do have me as a resource, but you should have your own notes. It's going to help you guys get through these. If you make these little notes for everything that you want to have here, it's going to make things easier for you as you continue to go along. You maybe would have remembered that you had to use loops to generate spaces and slashes. It would have been in the lecture, but you guys would have also had those notes to help you get through it. So the objective here is use your code space to do it, because you'll actually be able to type it. Pause the lecture once in a while. What a luxury we have that we can actually interrupt the teacher from the lecture so we can pause and write these notes down. If you do this, you will be more successful in coding. Being able to reread them, going back and forth between your notes and what you have to do is going to make you more successful, and it's going to limit the time that you guys spend on this. I hope that helps you guys out. If you need anything, you can find me on Discord. Hit me up in the comments. That's what I'm here for. Look forward to seeing you soon.